Welcome back to Houston Life. This holiday season, if you are looking for a fun activity for the entire family, baking cookies always hits the spot, right?
That's right. It's a holiday favorite tradition. And today, expert cookie decorator and cookbook author Florence Jackson is here to help us create those cookies that look and taste like they were made by a pro. Now, Florence, you are a pro, but you are always giving us little hacks and tricks. You're so humble.
Yeah, I don't know about cookie pro, but I'll take baking, but cookies are still something I'm learning. They're definitely something I'm learning. A lot of Instagram learning.
Wait, and can I ask you, because a lot of people seem to be afraid of baking. I talk to people all the time who love to cook, but they're afraid of baking. Where do you think that comes from? Because I think baking is easier than cooking. You have a recipe right in front of you.
Exactly.
You have the guide.
Yeah.
I completely agree. I think there's kind of a bit of thought behind it that cooking is an art, baking is a science. There is a bit of chemistry, but really all you need to know is the ratio on your recipe is what matters. So if you're going to play with things, as long as your fat, flour, sugar, you keep them the same, you can play around as much as you like.
You can add more vanilla.
Yeah,
you can add more chocolate.
Yes.
And you're always zhuzhing stuff up. We see you on Instagram creating beautiful things. What have you got over here for us that you've been melting away?
So I've just melted down some chocolate on a double boiler, which is the way I prefer to do it. We actually don't have a microwave at home. This was just a random decision we made when we renovated our kitchen. We didn't feel like it fit anywhere, and we didn't like the idea of a drawer one. So we actually have been making do with how to do it all. So a double boiler, you put water in a pan, you only need a little bit, simmer it, put a bowl, make sure it's heat proof on top with your chocolate in it. And it's also, it will make sure that it keeps smooth. You can melt chocolate in a microwave, you absolutely can, but just keep it short, 10 seconds at a time.
Well, and if you go too long in the microwave with chocolate, it makes it makes it crumbly and like burns it essentially.
It will seize, yeah.
Okay, so the double boiler keeps it smooth. And did you use any sort of special baking chocolate here, Florence? Just chocolate chips?
I actually used really cheap chocolate chips to show you that you can do it with anything.
Like semi-sweet?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, semi-sweet. And if you are doing chocolate chips, I highly recommend a double boiler or white chocolate. That is just too finicky to do in a microwave.
Okay, now we want to just eat this by the spoonful, but this does have a purpose today. You're dipping the cookie in it?
Yeah, so these are my Mexican hot chocolate cookies. They're a bit like your regular kind of ginger crinkles, so very holiday themed.
Okay.
But they have a tiny bit of ancho chili powder in there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Totally optional if that's not your thing, but it just gives it that little bit of something.
A little kick?
A little holiday spice.
Wait, like how much spice are we talking?
It's like half a teaspoon, but
Okay.
if you are someone that you prefer hot, then go for more. This is what I mean about you can tweak. If you want to add more to it, go for it. You won't be altering.
And that is sort of a hallmark of Mexican hot chocolate, right? It does have a little bit of a kick to
chili,
it.
touch of cinnamon. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, can we dip?
Absolutely. Go
Okay, I'm
ahead.
gonna grab this and just halfway because I see yours are beautiful.
Just careful with the glass. It's a little hot. But,
Okay.
dip however you like, and then you just pop them on a plate, and that's it.
There we go.
If you want to leave them to set on a what's the word? A cooling rack after baking. That's great if you want them to lay flat, but honestly, you can kind of go however you want with this. And it's a good one to do with kids, probably older kids, just because it is hot and a little messy, but.
I'm gonna give these as gifts to coworkers as soon as I'm done making.
We got the recipe on the screen right now, and so once people create the cookie, then they can dip them. If you need to cool them quickly, can you pop these in the refrigerator, or you recommend just keeping them room temperature?
Refrigerator or freezer. The only thing I'll note is when you melt chocolate like this, do you see how shiny that looks right now?
Yeah.
If you want to cool that down in the refrigerator or the freezer, it will lose some of that shine.
Oh, that's a good tip.
For chocolate.
Okay.
And here is a finished product over
How is it,
here
Derek?
next to me. It's very, very good. As the taste tester here at Houston Life, I can vouch for these.
Okay.
These are very, very good.
Thanks.
Okay, let's talk about sugar cookies.
Yeah.
Because this is something that people have a lot of options, right? They can make the dough from scratch, or they can buy pre-made dough at the grocery store. You're okay with either option, right?
Yep, whatever is easier and more approachable to you. Like I say, we don't all have the same 24 hours in a day. So if you want to buy a box and just bring it together before you've got friends coming over, or you need a quick activity with the kids. I know particularly right now it's so cold that outdoor activities aren't really the one. So sugar cookies might be your way to go. So what we're going to do today, I've brought some undecorated.
Okay, these
and we're
beautiful.
going to have a competition. You'll have 1 minute each to decorate the cookies. You don't have to do them how I did them.
Okay.
And we've got a couple of decorations. I've got frosted cranberries, which is very easy. You're just taking cranberries, coating them in water, sugar, and then an extra layer of sugar.
Oh, interesting. That's what made them look all snowy and frosty
They look
right
so
here.
cute, yeah, Christmassy. They're
And these
great.
are fresh cranberries.
They sure are. Yep, you just
Okay.
pop them in a saucepan with water and sugar, take them out, run them through some regular sugar, and there you go.
That's a clever idea. And you have decorated these over here like what? Little Christmas
Little
wreaths?
kind of floral wreath, yeah.
What kind of frosting is this? Like a buttercream frosting?
Vanilla buttercream, yep. And if
Okay.
you wanted to do a royal icing, if you want to buy your frosting, again.
Okay. So what are your tips for decorating the perfect cookie then? Or we're just doing this blind? We're teaching
I
we're
think
teaching people
we're
how to do
doing it
this?
blind.
Oh, okay, I
Oh,
think we're
dear.
having a proper Christmas
Okay.
competition. Just like you got to have a little fun. Don't have anxiety.
Okay,
This
no
is fun.
anxiety.
No stress.
Okay.
Okay, let's go for it.
Okay.
So I think we have a
1 minute.
timer that we're going to put up on the clock.
There we go.
Yeah.
And just see how it goes.
Up there.
Ready? Go,
Okay,
Derek.
let's go for it.
Okay.
So Florence, if people don't have a proper piping bag at home, oh wait, I'm gonna do that as a little sample. You can use, could you just use like a plastic Ziploc baggie?
You can use one of those sandwich bags and you take a snip off the end. There is also a really fun way to do it with a baking parchment, but I would recommend looking up a YouTube tutorial on just how to do it.
Okay.
It's a bit fun, but piping bags themselves, they are really affordable nowadays. I know when I was growing up, they weren't as cheap, but you can usually get a whole set online.
And I like that you said that about YouTube because these days it seems like there is so much inspiration online. All you have to do is go to social media to kind of point it in the right direction, right?
Totally. So my background, like cookie decorating isn't kind of my baking specialty, You know from last time, I love a brownie. So I've kind of learned everything I know about cookies through social media, through YouTube, through things like that.
Well, I'm glad to know that I am not alone. The
Time's
time
up.
is up. Well, this is,
Oh, that is gorgeous, Derek. Would you just
We've got
look
a
at it?
Houston Life cookie.
We've got a Houston HL cookie, and look at you decking with boughs of holly.
there you go, boughs of holly. There are my little holly berries.
That's actually really cute. Okay, that makes me smile.
And I think at the end of the day, just even if they don't look like a pro made them, making memories is what's important, right?
Absolutely, that was my key thing. I learned to bake growing up with my mum and with my family, and that, love that so much more than any gift that I remember.
And it's so true, like the memories, those you will remember years down the line, not how perfect your cookie ended up being. Very nice. Well, Florence Jackson, it's always great to see you. Have a fantastic holiday.
You too.
And thanks for the delicious treats today. By the way, both recipes are on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Look for that scene on Houston Life section. You can also find Florence online to check out some of her baking inspiration.
That buttercream. It's in my gullet. It's really good. Okay.
Are you okay?
I've never been better. Okay.